I chased the pansy all the way to the garden.
What, did you catch him?
No luck. Riding and slippery the bugger was quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
And blew up. Sounds like it might have been an acrobat.
Maybe so. Both misses are fond of freaks.
What grace, what style.
My eye. I wonder how much she's paid for control.
White wolf, welcome to the passive flora. Oh, no sign of recognition in your eyes.
Greetings,
Don't fret. I'm sure I look quite different from when we last saw each other.
which was...
Oh, eons ago. You and Master Dandelion appeared, 2 halflings in tow. What a smash they were, the little chaps. We recount that night to this day.
So the, staff hasn't changed since then?
Oh, of course it has. It does so incessantly in this business. Burly Berthy married a merchant. Ella struck out on her own. And you'll likely find Cerise praying at the temple. I alone remain. So, shall I summon the girls? Just remember, this is a decent establishment. Pause to yourself to start with. And our girls are well-mannered. The range of subjects they discuss in detail, I myself find it daunting.
Actually, I'd just like to buy something. I'm curious. You play Gwent?
Certainly. Though for high stakes exclusively, of course.
Up for a round?
Why, yes. Let's play. Well, hot.
Can I help somehow?
Could it be that all...
Up for a round?
Why, yes. I fail to understand how I lost that. I believe this card belongs to you now.
Know any other players willing to stake rare cards?
In Novigrad, Siggy Reuven's collection is famous. You really should challenge him.
If she wiggles any more, her tits will pop out of her dress. Has she no sense of decency?
Was it worth taking the time for that medic?
Won't find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountain.
And that she'll not beg anyone for her life.
Lay me there with a barrel of beer and a cup. Getting old.
We can go at it here, with my base.
What grace, what style.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
I hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
I hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. The ambassador's eye. Follow me.
You're my new instructor? Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth. You're quick! Stop flaunting and fight!
Ever fight a witcher?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But Don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch. Drat it! You're quick! Ow! Ugh. Oh! Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Oh! Ah! Stop flaunting and fight! Ooh! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Ah! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden?
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Can someone please explain what this is all about? Which of you met with Dandelion?
No need to get angry, instructor. I'll explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna! What? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenfurt professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd say it worked. You've gone all red in the face just talking about it. Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
How's here tomorrow? Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Faster.
I like rain. Keeps the roads indoors.
Oh! That's it, Roach.
They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
Faster. Go, go. Giving me no choice. Faster.
A
As if the war weren't enough, sir. I'm losing me ends. How am I to live, eh?
Get a look at the thieves?
What thieves? It's monsters taking me chickens. An ordinary thief I'd nab on me own, but beasts? What am I to do?
I can help you. Not for free, but you're advanced in years, so I won't ask too much.
Poppycock. Not much, he says, but you'll take me liver come the end. Well, no one else is lining up to help me. Me hen started disappearing about a week past. Always take one at a time with vermin.
One at a time? Interesting. Monsters leave any tracks?
Aye. Prints of wolf paws, but strange-like. As if the wolves walked on their hind legs. And don't you be like that wise-ass Yossit from down Warren tells me I'm mistaken. But few know beast tracks like I do. Me man were the best poacher for miles around.
I see. I'd still like to examine the prints myself.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock. Farewell. Giddy up. Place of power should draw from it. Hey there.
Washed your hair lately?
Soothing. The scent of the freshly cut meal.
Not all appreciate. We meet again, Witcher.
Yeah, managed to get here. Truth be told, hard to miss an estate this grand.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Riders, ready!
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Giddy up.
Let's go!
I adore the speed, the rush of air. Don't spare the horse!
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Kairan by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
These packages, any chance they were trunks, travel cases? And this girl, possibly a Truberitz?
Yes, yes. Now I remember. She's a travelling performer. Sailed in from Kavir. Talented family, innit?
Exceptionally. And very loving as well, I'm sure.
If you only knew. Dandelion even wrote a poem for her. To my dearest Calinetta. Or some such. Oh, to have a brother like that.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
As much as life.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
This morning, my friend came back from the market with news. Murders happening in some house.
There's a laundry in Far Corners, did you know? They'll wash your clothing for you there.
She never lies about Ciri. Welcome back. So, interested
Show me what you have. Farewell.
Wars. Wars everywhere.
Greetings to the honourable...
Need a trim. Think you can manage? So long.
Why'd you give your food to that beggar? Because he was hungry. He wouldn't be hungry were he to find paid work. But so the temple guard interrogated him.
Mind the guards. They're worse than I thought. Oh! If I see it's over fire, keep me safe. The best stock in all Novigrad. No need to... Very good.
Let me have a look. Up for a few rounds.
Butcher ramekin.
Oi!
Mistaken me for someone else.
You're the only one here who's made a mistake.
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple guard undercover?
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
And if we don't?
This man's not worth your efforts. His shop's drowning in debt.
You're right. Even looks like a pauper.
I beg to differ.
Don't even know why I bothered the bugger. My apologies. Fare thee well.
Gotta go brush me teeth.
Go home, merchant, and try not to come round here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean both, yes. Thank you, sir. I'm knackered.
Got a problem? Yeah? from?
Relax.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Zoltan, you old bird? What's this? Haven't you even drunk her water? Ah, you're back! You met Bobby? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate but under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up, put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could be. It weren't possible. But dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberits, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervour.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummer's troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Well, another freak.
Mutant!
Ooh.
Move it!
Oh, I've had enough of living.
Interested in books? You don't look the scholar, but...
Let's see. Farewell.
Now the Black Ones will go after those pirates.
Welcome, welcome.
What have you got?
These are foul practices! Stop at once! Dancing on a scandal.
Welcome.
Master Grip.
Ooh, I did get my You might try in Velen. A dwarf there goes by third. Guildsmen claim there's no one better anyway.
Willing. So long.
Fire.
Duty calls. Any needs, Master?
One drink all I had.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks?
How can I be of service?
See you later.
They say some witches spy for the black ones.
Word is there'll be a big tournament soon.
Yeah. So your fathers will do that. You look familiar.
Such lovely natural surroundings.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess. A winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berry star, lilac sweet. To dream follow into the storm to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. I've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come.
I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his way into Passiflora once. Laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? You have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, I've got bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warlord don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Odd though he is, girls can't seem
A
to...
fine kettle of fish. Your blades. Why not at your waist like everyone else?
It's not safe to go out on the streets anymore.
Greetings, Master.
Hear about the contract. Really got an imp problem? Or is that just an imp perfection in the notice?
You ought not jest, Master Witcher. I know the creatures are only to exist in fairy tales, yet I saw one with my own eyes as it stole from my stall.
What did it swipe from you?
Once it was bread, then a fish, then apples. Might not seem like much, but add it together and the business suffers. And I'm hardly alone in being pestered. It's nicked something from every stand in the square.
All right. So what's this imp look like?
Like a mean, fat cat, but a very large one. This tall, see? And it walked upon its hind paws. So, will you teach it a lesson with your silver sword?
Make it worth my while and I will. Demand for witches is high, supplies low. I pick and choose my contracts these days.
Fine negotiation on your part, Master. So be it. We'll call it agreed.
Relax, I'll help you. Small businesses are the foundation of a healthy economy, and so on and so on.
Thank you, Master Witcher. I don't know if this will be of use, but most recently the thief leapt over that wall and ran into a passageway. It was the last I saw of him and a few of my wares.
How you faring? How you faring? Oi there!
Swell stuff you got here,
The
Mr.
guards
Merchant.
got themselves a brothel in the dungeon.
Merchant was right. Actually does look like a giant cat.
Buy tomorrow what you can buy today.
Can't afford a barber. Let alone barbers.
A store with rubbish shan't survive for long.
Widest range of goods around.
Want my advice? Rubbish in the channel. What you have here is shit, not where.
Looks like the imp dropped some loot. Went this way.
Spare a copper or two.
Drop down into the moat. Trail ends here.
Wild hunt's taking all. Damnation.
Nothing hurts as much as life. Youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Paw prints end here. Boot prints start there. Could it be the Puss in Boots? Door's wide open. Interesting. A letter? Well, well. Our imp's at least literate, if not outright educated. Doppler. Explains a lot, and complicates matters. Need a good lead to track him down. Blouse, a man's shirt, a child's shoes, but only one bed. Lavender, strong scent. Enough to track him down.
All thumbs today.
That's all I have.
What irks me most about Novigrad?
I dropped it, decided not to.
Rare sight. An elf and a guard of the Eternal Fire having a friendly chat.
Friendly? Nothing further from the truth. This racist here has demanded to search me, for no reason at all.
You's a non-human, I need no other reason. Lucky I didn't find anything on you. Now piss off to the woods, go play your flute.
That was some pretty bad acting. Really ought to explore other career options. Petty theft, maybe.
You dare insult an officer on duty? Let me give you some advice, mutant.
Look who's talking. I know you're a Doppler and a kleptomaniac.
Merchants put out a contract on me.
Always the same old shit.
Hey, wait.
Oi!
Really want to see an angry witcher.
Do you?
Damn, I look old.
Please, stop. I surrender.
Might be able to look like a witcher, but that make you fight like one.
You're donning your skins enough to know what kind of man you are, what you feel.
You learned something, but not everything. I spare any monsters that aren't dangerous. Thing is, you attacked me, unprovoked, so that doesn't apply to you.
Gives monsters the shits.
There's something in the wind.
Oh. Got my eye on you, 1-1.
What you in need of, mate?
Herbs. Greetings, master.
Problem solved. That imp of yours turned out to be a Doppler. Kept shape-shifting until I took its head.
A Doppler? Seems we've no means to rid ourselves of this scourge. We burn one, another appears. Accursed pests. Perhaps now they'll give the market a wide berth at the least. I thank you, Master Witcher, in my own name and the guild's.
Hey.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
Over my dead body.
Told you we wouldn't fool him. Well, you're due a beating. It'll just be more of a challenge.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
Nothing new. Something recent.
Look!
Looking for a rise?
What do you want?
Greetings.
What makes you think I need a lot?
Tain't a man that don't from time to time.
Just so happens I'm doing fine.
Then maybe you'd like a look at...
Show me what you have in stock. Been a loan shark long?
Aye, since I was just a little tyke.
So you helped your dad, took it over when he died?
Nah, my own father left me here in pawn and never did redeem me.
What would you say to a few rounds of Gwent?
trusted a woman once, long ago. I was willing to give me right hand.
The butcher of Blaviken.
Don't like folk wandering around here.
Oh yeah? Well, got a beast you need someone to get rid of? I'm here about the notice.
Supervisor Lund posted it. Yeah, a beast haunts the outskirts, murdering folk. Got them scared to leave their homes after dusk.
I aim to hunt down this monster.
Best hurry then, some other bloke's already after it.
Who took the contract?
Didn't see the man. Was just told some brave fool turned up.
When did you find the last victim?
Just last night. Hubert, a beggar, but a decent man. I'd let him sleep in his shed from time to time, that one on the right. Eustace hasn't come for the corpse yet. It's lying in there where I found it.
Any eyewitnesses to these attacks?
No, just the bodies. Beast appears only at night. Chooses isolated victims.
Thanks. So long. Blood, but not human. Monster was wounded. Blood's all sucked out. A lesser vampire? Not the marks of a Garcane or a Fletter. Gotta be an Ekimara. Tracks end here. Ought to look for prints on the other side. Rat corpses. Not a drop of blood left in them. Gotta be an Ekimara.
Geralt, careful, she's strong. That enough?
Greetings, Lambert.
Damn, it's good to see you, Wolf.
Decide to do some hunting in Novigrad? For as I remember, you never liked this city.
Still don't. Thing is, I got a certain matter to take care of.
What have you been up to? Any luck on the path?
A lot, in fact. Quite the takings in Lan Exeter. Was asked to hunt down a giant who turned out to be a forest troll, and some bandits.
Bandits?
Came as a package with the troll.
The matter you mentioned. Anything I can help with?
Maybe. But we'll talk about that later. Got our reward to collect. I'm kinda in a hurry. Let's say you've earned half. What the hell?
Let's go.
So?
What do you think? We did what we had to do. Time to pay up.
Wait here, I'll go see the supervisor, get your reward.
Do that ourselves. No reason you should abandon your post.
Can't argue with reason. Go on in.
We dealt with the monster at the docks. Here for our reward.
Witches? Since when do you travel in pairs?
A lot of dangers lie in wait for a lone witcher. Bandits, for example.
I advise you to change your tone.
Where's Yad Karadin? Talk.
Who?
Trust me, Geralt, this is important. There's something I gotta know.
I do not know any Karadin. Take your coin for the before and bugger off, before I lose my temper.
Where's Yad Karadin? Asking you for the last time.
Guards! To the dungeon with them!
This guy's more trouble than the Ekimara.
Karadin's disappeared. I swear. The others too. I only know of Vienne.
What about Vienne?
She drinks at the Seven Cats. There day and night.
See? You can be helpful.
That was murder. Was that really necessary?
Yes. More guardsmen will show soon. Let's go. Meet me at the Seven Cats. I'll tell you everything there.
The Tavern Vienne frequents?
Yeah, see you later.
Got my eye on you.
Wanted. Cradle, used but unworn. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart? Who writes these notices? Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing to kill a monster, a witcher would do.
Monster? What kind?
Big, bad, ugly, squats in the sewers. If you're interested, drop by the Garrison estate. Ask for Olgierd von Everek. He's the one ordered this posted. Sod off.
Welcome to the Seven Cats, the luckiest tavern in town. They even say the hangovers our wine baguettes are lucky.
What's on the menu today? How about a few rounds of cards? Gwent specifically.
My valor stands on 3 pillars. Good food.
All right, high time you explain some things. Why'd you kill Lund? What's this all about?
Want the short version or the long one?
Let me hear the whole thing.
I had a friend. Aiden was his name.
You had a friend?
Oh, fucking hilarious. I met him soon after I'd accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Ogre of Elander. Aiden had been hired to kill it. He was a witcher from the School of the Cat.
Far as I remember, the ogre was killed in the end.
Yeah. After it gutted my employer, we really didn't have a choice. I cut a deal with Aiden. We joined forces, split the reward for killing the ogre between us. After that, we worked together a lot. Hands down the best man I'd ever met. I mean, I like you, you know that. Still, no comparison.
What happened to him?
Some time ago, Aiden took on a contract to lift a curse off a duke's daughter. It was a political mess from the start. Then there was hatred for the School of the Cat to deal with.
They worked hard to deserve that hate. Basically turned hired assassins.
Aiden wasn't like that. Anyway, some of the Duke's courtiers had designs. Weren't at all keen on the curse being lifted from the Duke's firstborn, so a band of trained assassins ambushed Aiden. Murdered him. Our dear supervisor was one of them.
And Yad Caradin?
The assassin's leader, and the one to deal the mortal blow.
Sorry about your friend.
Don't need your sympathy, just your help. We have to talk to Vien. Must have had enough to drink by now. Let's go.
Vien.
What do you want?
We want to see Yad Caradin.
Now, why would I help you?
It's really important to my friend here.
And what will I get out of it?
Pay for your beer, for starters. Then we'll see how valuable your information is.
I was part of Caradin's band, but when was that? I don't know where to find him. I've fallen out with the lot. Besides, he's no longer chummy with his old mates. Word around town is he's changed.
Who else was in Caradin's band?
Aside from me, Slees, Hammond and Lund, but they've scattered all over the world. Slees went to Tresigor, Hammond to Skellige, and Lund...
Lund's dead.
Finally met his match. Well, you've only Hammond or Slees to talk to then.
We need information about Hammond.
Caradin's right-hand man once. When the band broke up, he went back to Pharaoh whence he had come. He's a pirate now. Even the Jarls treat him with respect.
Satisfied?
She doesn't know anything. We need to talk to Hammond and Celise.
Don't go looking for Karazin. If he senses you nipping at his heels, he'll kill you without batting an eye.
We'll see. As for you...
Do whatever you think's right, Lambert. Not here to preach morals.
Do what you think is right. Only one thing worse than cold-blooded murder. Hypocrisy. Informers, racists, snitches.
Vienne, bloody hell, what is it?
They've come for me, Varen. I told you someone would, sooner or later.
Nessa 10.
Shit.
You gotta help me, Geralt. Best thing will be to split up. You sail to Skellige, try to squeeze something out of Hammond. I'll go to Tretogor and meet with Celise.
Lambert, let's talk about this.
No, let's not. This is one of those situations, serious situations, when you don't ask unnecessary questions and just help your friend.
Where'll we meet once I'm back?
At the Nowhere Inn.
All right, I'm off. Good luck.
Oh!
One force.
Greetings! You here for a specific reason?
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk. Near Temple Bridge, she said. She asked that you join her.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting lesson. Thanks.
We got boats working this poor weather.
again? Want some more? Bruises on your ass heel already?
On God, I say! Victory will be mine this time. I've practiced with shield and sword. Many a headless scarecrow round here. Heed my warning and stand and fight!
Duly heeded. Now show me what you got.
Shit! No! I yield!
Had enough?
Yes, but next time...
Go back to Mate Bilberry and apologize for being an ass. Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
We shall meet again.
Geralt, over here!
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador var-Attre said
And
that...
this excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right, right. Finally. Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
You're using me. Don't like it one bit.
And I don't like lacy frills and Redanian novels, but you don't hear me complaining. Now follow me.
Got my eye on you.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
If that's what the lady wishes. Just don't want to see anyone crying later.
I've a hanky for you, just in case. On guard! You're quick! Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield!
You all right?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
All right. What's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa? Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, var-Attre will kill me. Need to find her. Can't be far. 7 Cats is this way. Great. Girl just wants to have fun.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador var-Attre's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying, though it's clear you love your black ones.
It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll tend to her ourselves.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize, as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Kolb. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
And you wonder why the locals hate Nilfgaard.
I thought you were different from other Nordlings. That you understand us, our sense of justice. I see I was wrong.
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Gotta find me some work.
Not a headache.
Run, Roach.
Stay out of my way.
Slow. Giddy up.
Ah. You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of
Long live it.
You hear her wailing yesterday?
Honouring the fatherland. Stay out of my way. Crawl back on the rock.
Britannia. Got a pass? Cool. You don't need a pass. From Novigrad, 8 generations and more. You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Faster.